Come on, let's go. Gotta live in the moment and reach for the golden sun. 'Cause life's what we make it. Come on, let's go.
Go on, Andy!
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
It's on, Andy! Andy, it's on! Come on, mate, it's on!
Okay, I was just going to move I could just see myself, so I was going to move myself away because I just ended up staring at myself and I'll just be looking off camera the whole time. And, oh, Gareth, he's got the leaf blower out. No, actually, that sounds like the mower. Sounds like the big mower. Oh, Gareth, you're killing me, mate. I am going to chat to you about my deload week, which was week 10 of training for the Valencia Marathon. Now, in that week, in week 10, I did 63.4 kilometers. So not my biggest week, definitely not my biggest week. I mean, the week before I did 90. So it was a fairly sizable reduction, sort of like a 33% reduction, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted it to be a deload of volume, but not intensity. So there were some fairly chunky workouts in there in terms of speed and stuff, but yeah, we've got to keep doing it, haven't we? And I didn't really want to lose the intensity and also the volume, because then I think I would go into peak weeks, which is where I'm at now, feeling a little bit sluggish. Come on, Gareth. Any chance, Gazette? Good lad. Okay, so starting from Monday, which was a 10k, I decided that I was just going to do something fairly easy around the lanes, because the day before it, I'd just done a long one. I'd done that 30k run, which was a hilly 30k. So I was feeling a little bit sorry for myself, let's just say that. So yeah, I thought deload week, let's start it as we mean to go on, fairly chilled. So nothing too silly. So I've just put here, feeling good after yesterday's 30k, even though I just said I was feeling a bit tired. So a nice little easy-ish 10k around the lanes felt great. Starting to really enjoy my Pumas again after not really liking them very much soon after I brought them. So yeah, I bought the Puma, what are they called? Puma Velocity Nitro 3s. I've had the 2s a couple of training blocks ago for Amsterdam, and I wanted a daily trainer, so I couldn't decide between the Adidas SL2, a couple of others, and at the price that I found them all at, and a couple of reviews I watched, mainly Ed Bud's, that was the clincher. I decided to go for the Pumas. I put them on my feet and hated them, but now I'm really starting to quite like them. It's funny how you can just need to do sometimes 250k in a shoe to really feel how a shoe feels, which is why I find shoe reviews, first impressions, pointless. What is the point in a shoe review that says first impressions? I just don't get those sorts of shoe reviews. Anyway, this 10k was a classic case of taking it easy at the start and then probably getting a bit, oh, I feel all right actually, kind of mentality, and finishing a bit stronger than I probably should have. So lacking some discipline slightly with my easy runs again, because looking at my early kilometers here, they're easy pace, they're quite nice, sort of that 2-hour half marathon pace. But then towards the end of it, I went 5:18, 5:14 per k, which is, you know, just over 8-minute miling, which is probably too fast for my easy pace. But anyway, you go with what feels good at the time, don't you? And yeah, got through it, felt good. So that was a run with me and Daisy. Really enjoyed it. 10k in the books for week 10. Now, Wednesday morning, I decided not to do a hill run, which is what I would normally do on a Wednesday morning. So instead, I just chilled. I just did nothing, and it was nice to not have 500 meters of elevation for breakfast for a change. So instead, I had a rest and then went to track later on that evening with the black pair lot. But the session was 600s times 3 with 200 metre jog recoveries. So you do your 1.5 laps and you jog recover to the start line, you go again. And then an easy 400. And the 3 sets that I did were at slightly different paces. So the first set were at 10k pace, so round about 4:15 a k. This is target 10k pace, by the way. Second set was at target 5k pace, which is sub 20 pace, sub 20 minute pace. And then the third set were the quickest that I did all day. They were 4 minutes average pace, then 3:50 average pace, and then 3:40 average pace. But the thing is, the rain was horrific.
This is a mood.
Questioning some life choices today.
Yeah.
We could start on OnlyFans here, mate.
We could.
Could be onto a winner.
Wettest wet t-shirt.
Yeah, my first set went well. It was a 2:34, 2:39, 2:38, so nice and controlled, I guess is the word. Second set was 2:25, 2:20, 2:23, getting quicker, which is what we like. Then the third set, which is what I said we were getting progressively quicker in that third set, was a 2:24, 2:18, and then a 2:10. So, yeah, I felt that on that last rep, because that 2:10 is a 3:32 per kilometre pace. Now that's about 17 minute, no it's not, I can't do the maths, but it's about an 18 minute park run, something like that. So it's a lot quicker than I usually run. Ran that with Mac and Rich, and yeah, I think we all felt it, let's just say that. Then nothing Thursday, really nice relaxing day Thursday, and then Friday I decided to do a threshold run. Now here's the thing, right, I don't know what my threshold pace is, I don't know what my threshold heart rate is. I know what I'd like it to be, sort of early 170s, late 160s, but I haven't run a hard 10k since February, and that hard 10k I ran, I think I could run a lot harder. Now, the proof's in the pudding, because I ran a half marathon in Cardiff and I beat my 10k PB twice in the half marathon. So I'm going to just talk in kilometres for a second. So my PB pace for 10k, forget the Cardiff, what happened in Cardiff, is 4:23 per kilometre. Now, I know I can run a faster 10k than that. I just know I can. So I'm pitching my 10k pace at around about 4:15. So my threshold pace has to be slightly slower than that. So I said to myself on this run, I'd do a 10k run, and the paces I would do at threshold would be between 4:15 and 4:20. This is all a guess. I'm going to sneeze. Where's Daisy? Where the hell is Daisy? What are you doing there? You get yourself stuck. You scared the life out of me, Daisy. I don't like it when you go all quiet. Good girl. Right, where was I? So, 10k pace, yeah. So this is all a guess. This is best case scenario stuff. I've never run a 10k at 4:15 a k. That's just where I'm pitching my target 10k to be. So what I wanted to do on this run was put my threshold pace at around about 4:15 to 4:20. That's what I wanted to aim at. Because between us, I'm hoping that I can, when I do a 10k, I can maybe even go faster than 4:15 a k, maybe.
I'm going to do easy 2k threshold times 3, I guess, and then run the last one easy. The last kilometre easy, so it's going to be about 6k at threshold. So it's going to be quite a difficult run, but there are a few factors that might slow me down today. One is always hills. Second, it's quite windy today, and the third one is that there's a lot of localised flooding, and there's also quite a bit of traffic building up on these country lanes. So we'll have to see how we do. But yeah, let's see how we get on. Threshold run, Friday run, even though it's a deload, it doesn't mean we have to slow down. The volume is just reduced this week, so yeah, let's go.
Lap 4, 5:46. Lap 6, 4:14.
Oh my God, I think I've got this wrong. Because of the hills, I'm trying even harder. So the effort is probably 5k effort, but the times are telling me 10k. Oh my God. Nice easy recovery up this hill. Then it's the last two. Here we go then, last set. Last 2 kilometers. Can I do it? Can I slot these kilometers between 4:15 and 4:20? Okay. The second K is going to be hard because most of that's uphill and it's a stinker of a hill as well. Anybody can run fast down a hill. This is where it starts to get spicy. Why do I care about numbers so much? Okay, here comes a disgusting hill. 350 meters left. Come on. Come on. It's just a hill. Just get over it. Why do I care about numbers so much? I remember when I used to go out for a run and just not look at my watch. It was a much simpler time. We do this to be better. We do this to move our body faster because it makes us feel good. Come on, come on.
Lap 9, 4:12.
Holy moly. So 48 minutes, 23 seconds today, and 6 out of those 10Ks were pretty hard really. On paper that was a really good threshold. Maybe in reality it was a harder effort than threshold because I was working quite hard up the hills. But yeah, I will take that all day long. I worked really hard, so I enjoyed that. And because the 4Ks out of today's 10 were easy, that's almost like a minute and a half slower per K. So add that up, that's 6 minutes. So can I take 6 minutes off this time? Can I do a 42:23? We'll find out a week on Sunday at the Redditch Kingfisher 10K. Oh, I hate racing 10Ks. But you've got to do them. You've got to do them, mate.
What I decided to do were 2 kilometre reps, and each time would be at that 4:15 to 4:20 target pace, no matter what lay in front of me, uphill, downhill. Daisy, can you stop that? Daisy, stop it. Good girl, good girl. Daisy, sit. Good girl, just chill. Just try and chill, okay? What have you got all over you? You've got in your eyebrows. So yeah, the session was 2 reps of kilometres at that threshold pace, and then the offs was just a 1 kilometre easy. So 10K in total with 6 effort reps. And I didn't do too badly. My average pace came up as 4:50 because of the slower Ks. But the ons were pretty bang on the money. I mean, I've got a 4:21 and a 4:13 for my first set. Second one was 4:09, 4:14. Third was 4:11 and a 4:12. So really, really pleased with that, considering some of these reps were up some fairly steep hills. So that was a really good workout. So yes, I know it technically may be more of a 5K or 10K workout, but my paces have all sort of come so close together. And this is all guesswork for me because I haven't run that hard 10K in the last 6 or 8 months. So it's really difficult to know what my threshold pace is and when my 10K pace is and what my 5K pace is. So this is all just guesswork. And then Saturday, just as last week, I went down south. I went to work in Bournemouth. I did exactly the same. I had another gig down there. I had another run in the New Forest, but this one didn't quite go as well.
Why the long face? Bet you get that all the time, don't you? So back in the forest today. Another Saturday for me, working on the south coast. Early afternoon finish. So on the way, it's time to just hit the trails of the New Forest and enjoy them. Already stacked it absolutely spectacularly. So yeah, just following a little 5 or 6K route today on the watch. No idea where I am. That's part of the fun. I just love it around here. I did a New Forest half marathon, a trail half marathon. One of the first videos I uploaded to the channel. So if you want to do a bit of homework,
Lap 2, 5:57.
go back to about video number 10 and you'll find it. I just love this area so much. I love the ponies, I love the trees, and I love how flat it is as well. You know what, I've already lost all my dignity, so I already stacked it, fell over after about 3 minutes of running. So I've got to get across this stream, so I guess we've just got to not think about it and just go in. Oh my I was not expecting it to be that deep. Oh God, brilliant slash not brilliant. This is so dodgy. These Sauconys have got the grip on wet trails of a ballet shoe. Life's too short to only run on roads. This is hard, but it's fun. Do you know, I don't think I've fell in 4 years of being a runner, and today I fell twice in 2 minutes. Oh God, all part of the fun. Right, mate, you've got to be joking me. There's got to be a bridge somewhere. Are we jumping that? Oh. Oh. Where? How do I get out of these woods? Where's the road? Good times, Andy, good times. Ow, man. Valencia should be drier than this. I would urge anybody that feels stuck in a rut or getting a bit bored or plateauing with their training, if you're just genuinely thinking of packing it in, drive somewhere you don't know and download a GPX route, stick it on your watch and just run and just hope that this thing is right, because it's so much fun. You don't need a GPX file, you can have fun getting lost, to be honest. It's just loads of fun, exploring, adventuring. We're not made of glass, we can take a few falls and a few tumbles. We'll get down, we'll get knocked down, but we'll get up again. So, there we go. I wasn't going to run today, it was going to be a day off. But, sunny day, packed my kit just in case I fancied a run. And guess what? I did. And you'll never regret a run. You'll only regret not doing a run. No matter how soaked through you are with the 2.5 hour journey home.
Valencia week 10, little trail adventure. Working down on the south coast again today. Couldn't help myself as I'd packed my kit in case I fancied a run on the way home. Was supposed to be a rest day, but when in Rome. I fell over twice, quite spectacularly once too. One may have even been caught on camera, time will tell. Now, I apologise, the camera didn't really pick up the fall as well as I would have liked it to. But I stepped through this brook, and the second step I took was a foot deeper than I thought it was going to be, so I ended up falling forwards, fortunately. But it's good fun. It's just that was such good fun to run around the New Forest, run through the mud, and yes, maybe Saucony Endorphin Speed 3s are not the trail shoe choice that I should have chosen. I should have probably worn spikes or football boots. But a good run, 6.5k in the bag. Just a really nice run, and I'm glad I did. And I got back in the car, drove home. So Sunday, I shared some miles with Mac and Rich. Now, I did in total 26k, but Rich and Mac, we all did slightly different distances because we didn't run the whole thing together. I ran 5:14 average per k, which is just slower than 8-minute miles, and it's not quite marathon pace, but the good news is it's pretty much steady, because the session that I ran was a structured session, but I wanted to do 4 lots of this. 2 kilometers at 5:30, so that's sort of just around about the easy kind of pace. It's slightly faster than easy actually, because I wanted to up the average pace. I wanted to up the intensity of these long runs a little bit, because I don't want them to become too pedestrian, if you know what I mean. So that's why I wanted to, up the intensity of these long runs. So 2 kilometers at 5:30 a k, 1k at 5:15, 1k at 5 minutes, and then 2k at 4:45, which is my marathon pace, that goal, that target marathon pace to hit. So 2, 4, 5, 6 kilometer reps times 4. I did that 4 times. I did 2k to run easy. Now, I didn't hit any of the reps. I did hit a couple, but I didn't hit 2 in a row once. Partly because of the terrain, partly because I don't know, maybe am I not ready to be doing, I should be ready to be doing marathon pace in my long runs, but for whatever reason, I was just not hitting them. I got close. For example, the first one I hit a 4:40, 4:55 and 4:41. The next one I hit a 4:49 and 4:50. The next one I did a 4:55 and a 5:02, so a bit slower there. And then the last one I did a 4:59 and 4:45. So slightly slow, on the slower side, but that's okay, because I got the 26 kilometers in the bank, and I managed to get round unscathed and did some hills within that run. I mean, what was the elevation on that one? That certainly wasn't a flat run. That was a 220 meters of gain. That was 2 hours 16 of running. And that was quite a hard run. So what's 26k? About 15 miles, something like that. So it's a good solid run. So I was pleased with that. So that was my deload week. it wasn't an easy week. I don't think deload needs to mean have a week off, because that's not what it is. It just means just let yourself take a breath, so next week you can go again. Now what I want to do, I'll probably do it this way because you're on the other side of me, is I want my graph to be going up and then down for a deload, then carry on up, then another deload, and then all the way up to peak, and then sink down for the taper. Now I am currently coming at you from the future in peak week, and that deload week was needed because it really set me up nicely, I think, for 3 weeks of quite a high intensity. We've got volume and we've got intensity and we've got frequency as well, because there will be days when I'm going to be doing 7 days a week of running. As I said earlier, we move, we have to move, that's what we do, and I'm glad I managed to get through it. Daisy, I'm just doing my closing speech now, can you not ruin it? Please, that's week 10 done, which means 6 weeks to go, and I'm really genuinely excited now, slightly nervous, as always, starting to think, have I done enough? Why am I not doing more marathon pace in my long runs? So yeah, starting to panic a little bit. Come here. You have to come here where I can keep my eye on you. So yeah, I'm starting to think, am I doing enough marathon pace in my long runs? I'm trying, but I just can't quite hit the paces. But I've run 2 back-to-back good half marathons. Hopefully I'll run a good 10k race on Sunday, so you've got that to look forward to in a couple of videos time. And yeah, so I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. The long runs are there, the intensity during the week is there, and I'm quite enjoying these sporadic sessions, you know, threshold or progressions or whatever I choose to do through the week. So yeah, slowly but surely, I think it's coming together. I think. That is all for now. I shall see you guys on the next video. Take it easy wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da.
It's on, Andy!